Hello and welcome to Arsenal Official TV. Here you'll find some of the latest stories and news about the Gunners. 3 strikers Arsenal should consider in the summer. Well, it will be a big summer story as Arsenal begin their search for a striker. Mikel Arteta has to find the perfect man to lead his team into the next phase of his project, and it needs to be the right decision. However, Arsenal need to look at how the big-name signings of Ronaldo at Manchester United and Lukaku of Chelsea have not necessarily been the best thing for the whole team. Rather, see how Man City and Liverpool shy away from these big reputations and use a more scientific, data-based approach to their signings. Arsenal need to adopt this approach after making plenty of expensive mistakes following Arsene Wenger's departure. The Frenchman was very specific with his targets and signed players that suited his system. In Mikel Arteta, the Gunners now need to follow a similar strategy. Last summer, Arteta showcased his potential by bringing in players that initially did not resonate with the feelings of Arsenal supporters, but look at how they performed. The Spanish manager was heavily criticised for the signings of Ben White and Aaron Ramsdale, but it's all gone quiet now. Arteta was spot on. Arsenal now need a striker that can complement his existing young attackers. A player who can slot in, bring in goals and fit the system created by the youngest manager in the Premier League with the youngest squad. So, just who do they need? The January chase for Dusan Vlahovic showed the type of player Arteta wants, even though they lost out to Juventus. So the usual suspects are still on the list. Alexander Isak, Jonathan David, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Tammy Abraham, Victor Osimhen and Darwin Núñez have all been widely linked as options. Other names such as Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney and Luka Jovic have also been mentioned. There's not much choice out there really that would be realistically available and would suit the Arsenal player profile. But let's take a look at the 3 most likely candidates we think will fit the bill. Darwin Núñez of Benfica, rumoured to be €80 million. Arsenal have already initiated talks with the player's representatives regarding a summer transfer. The 22-year-old Uruguayan international would be a fine addition to the attack force. He has physicality, athleticism and goals. He's a hard worker who likes to track back and get in on the battles with defenders and midfielders, much like Lacazette. Núñez currently has 26 goals and 2 assists across all competitions in 33 games this season, which is the equivalent to contributing every 83 minutes. That's the kind of stat Arsenal should be looking for. However, of course there's competition, and Manchester United are said to be very keen on him, and our next potential candidate of Victor Osimhen, who plays for Napoli and is estimated to cost €100 million. This signing would be a hit with Arsenal fans, who are very sure this is the striker the club needs, and the Nigerian striker is indeed very, very good. Osimhen is physical, he's strong, and he likes to impose his strength when battling for the ball with defenders. Although he's had injuries this term, he's still managed 15 goals across all competitions in 25 appearances with 4 assists. He's a player that Arteta would love to sign, no doubt about it, but his price tag is problematic. Napoli invested close to €75 million in just 2020, so they're certainly going to want a massive profit if he is sold. A price tag of €100 million has already been suggested, which is a lot of money, but he has such potential. So our third option is Gianluca Scamacca, who plays for Sassuolo and is only valued at €30 million. Now, surprisingly, we are not going to go for Tammy Abraham, who is going to be too hard to get and may not want to come back to the Premier League so soon. Plus, he's another one that is going to be uber expensive. So, what about Gianluca Scamacca as a viable option for Arsenal if they can't lure either Nunez or Osimhen? Some fans would dismiss the 6'4" striker as leggy and question his mobility, but just look at the data. Scamacca is highly mobile and he's athletic, and considering his height, he can have excellent hold-up play ability. He loves to barge through defenders with considerable success, and in the air, he's unstoppable. He's got 13 goals in 28 Serie A outings after a slow start to the season, and now he's performing well for Sassuolo. But the main characteristic that will make him such an asset is that the Italian is such a brilliant presser. Comparing whole career stats, Scamacca is on par with Vlahovic and possesses similar traits. Arsenal could attempt an approach, although they may have to monitor him a little bit more closely before they make a decision. Our overall number one choice for this summer would be to sign Darwin Nunez. Arteta should try his utmost to sign the young Uruguayan, but not to put all his eggs in one basket as they did in January with Vlahovic. The Uruguayan international is only 22 years old, and he seems to fit the bill for Arsenal. He's got the physical elements Arteta is looking for. Signing him will allow Arsenal to close the gap on their rivals as the Spanish manager builds a team that wants to win the Premier League at all costs. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for all the latest Gunners news.